30 teams in 30 days, and we're going to start off with the Los Angeles Clippers. Y'all see the headlines. John Wall may prove to be Clippers' missing piece. Former All-Star guard John Wall is seemingly healed up and ready to go alongside incumbent stars Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
I can't think of a better way to start this whole 30 teams for 30 teams with the future NBA champs of this year, the Los Angeles Clippers.
Now, as Erwin started off, he said future champs. We don't know what future we're talking about. Could be this year, could be next year, could be in 5 years. I don't know.
This year.
But just so you guys know, we're doing 30 teams in 30 days. That means just subscribe to the channel right now. Stay tuned. We're going to cover all of them going into the season before the season starts.
Yes, sir.
And we'll sprinkle in some other topics here and there as well. And let's just go in real quick what Sean Paul had to say before we give our thoughts.
Yep.
Y'all see, the key addition this season was obviously John Wall, and the only addition. And then there was a key subtraction, Isaiah Hartenstein. And then last season, he talked about how Kawhi missed the entire season because of knee surgery. PG missed 51 games with the torn elbow tendon. They got eliminated in the play-in tournament by the Pelicans. And it's all good because before the season even started last year, the whole organization went in with the mindset that this was a gap year for them. Like, straight up, they were just going to focus on Kawhi and PG recovering. And then when we're talking about the now, we got John Wall joining them in the summer. All three stars have recent injury history. Wall gave up $7 million
wow,
to get bought out by the Rockets.
So generous.
And Walls has missed 2 of the last 3 seasons, and he hasn't played, guess what, more than 70 games since 2016 to 17.
Shit,
That's
seems like yesterday.
About 6 years now.
Seems like yesterday. That's crazy.
Nah, I don't know about all that.
That just means my ass is getting old. Yeah, fuck, crazy.
All right. So I'll start off with one key factor is all 3 stars having recent injury history. I think that's something to bring up because, in a way, I think this is actually a good thing for them. All 3 players here have some similarities in the sense that they're all franchise faces for their respective franchise. PG all the way back to the Pacers.
They're all quiet motherfuckers.
Kawhi, Spurs for a bit, and then Toronto for a year. And then John Wall with the Wizards. And what else do they have in common? They've all been through the shits of ups and downs and crazy misses of wild injuries.
Yep.
Kawhi would legit wild because to this day, I don't think we all fully know what the fuck was going on.
We still don't know.
Yeah, to get him out of the Spurs, which was his legit organization that brought him in and developed him.
Yeah.
Then we got PG with that
whole
wild,
Olympics,
crazy Olympic
that
thing.
snap action.
Yeah, that. Oh man, I still remember when I first saw that. That made me feel some type of way. I was like, Jesus, I hope this guy. Hope his career's fine. Yeah. And it was.
I know my appetite wasn't.
And then Wall, he's had his injury concerns for a minute now.
He's had a couple walls.
I think in a way this is a good thing that they all have been through the similar shit, because now when we go into this season, hey, when someone wants to take a couple of games off, or if there's a weird pattern they want to follow in terms of their gameplay, like every other game or every 2 games they want to play, whatever, all 3 stars will be a little bit more understanding of each other whenever each one has some individual wants on that line.
Absolutely.
Because they'll understand.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And Kawhi has been the poster boy of... damn, I just brain farted on the term for it.
Of being a robot?
No, man. On like...
load management?
Load management.
There we go.
And
CEO
these are like the... All of these are like the VPs of load management.
Load management LLC.
Yeah, for real. So in a way, yeah, it's because you know what I mean. Like, think about it. A lot of times a star might be annoyed after a while. Like, yo, man, like he's been taking mad days off. Hasn't played in weeks, or he's been super inconsistent showing up on the floor.
Hey, look.
Now they're not gonna get that a lot in the locker room, I think.
Of course, man. And look, they're veterans. There's a veteran team. They have been in the league for a while, and we could agree, and you said this multiple times on the channels, regular season is nice, but what matters is what happens in the postseason.
But can they make it to the postseason?
Hey, it's a big if. I think they have faith they can, and I'll tell you this, if they are healthy, 100% healthy, 95% healthy. In the postseason, they are winning the NBA championship. All right? This is a squad that obviously have the superstars in Kawhi and Paul George. Obviously, John Wall is getting love as well. But they are a deep squad. Like, fuck. Like, during that whole gap year thing that was going on, two good things happened, all right, for them. They had an opportunity to try out some players to see, like, hey, who's going to be able to stick? Who's going to be able to be a rotation piece in a championship team? And the second thing that I want to say that played out their way as well, they got Robert Covington and they got Norman Powell for peanuts on the dollar from the Trailblazers.
And alongside, they got Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard,
Marcus Morris,
and somebody I've had hope
Terrence
for now
Mann.
for the second year. Yeah,
the man.
We'll see.
And
I just remember PG sweated him a lot.
Somebody not to sleep on as well. I know he's still a spring chicken in my opinion. 33, 32, whatever. Nicholas Batum as well.
You're gonna say John Wall.
John Wall. Yeah, John Wall.
He's 32 too.
32 as well, man. Spring chicken, man.
Yeah, actually, speaking of, I think the writer brought up a good point, Sean Powell, saying when he said, where is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know what you're
John Wall is
about.
going to be 32 when the season starts. And depending on your view, he's either an old 32 because he played 1 year of college, a young 32 because he played just 113 games over the past 5 seasons, or a battered 32 because of the leg injuries. My opinion, I think it's a combination of the battered and the old. I think, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, you get a lot of rest, and I felt like that with Clay. But sometimes there's a little bit too much rest. And John Wall, like I mentioned, missed 2 of the last 3 seasons. Hasn't played more than 70 games in over 5 years now. And I don't know, man. You combine, he's getting older. And he's not that old. He's only 32. But that with the injuries, it's like now his legs are more of a, 35, 36-year-old? You know what I mean?
Nah, chill, man.
And I already hear stories of people always in their 30s talking about, like, man, you know, your body just it's like a switch. So I can't imagine a professional athlete of his age where, like, not just his age, but, like, his mileage,
look,
the shit that his body has endured.
Just like you like to tell me all the time in regards to COVID, you know, you're built different. NBA players are built different, okay? And John Wall, yes, I agree. The whole 5 years he hasn't played that, 100% true. But
that's longer than college, bro. That's longer than high school.
I don't know, bro, man. There's people out here, man. They're on that 10-year plan, man. Community college type of shit. So, but anyways, with John Wall last year, look, man, it wasn't by injury, man. It was by mutual agreement between the Houston Rockets. Be like, hey, look, we don't fuck with you, like, you know, like, not fuck with you, but, like, right now I don't think you're being, like, in a trajectory of what we want to do. We want to tank. We want to give Jalen Green and, like, our young guns some playing time. The point, whatever. The point that I want to make was that John Wall had a whole year to be healthy, to get better, you know, get 100% healthy, work on his game, you know, and work out. Something that he has not done in a while for a whole year. And I think it's a mix of, like, you know, that he's a young 32 and a little bit of battered because the guy has gone through a couple of
He's definitely
injuries.
Battered.
Definitely battered.
Any viewer, if you disagree that he's not got a little bit of that battered 32, I don't care if you say old or young, but battered's got to be included.
If you disagree, you're either John Wall or
you are an optimist. You're either John Wall or a delusional optimist.
Yeah, man.
But I'm glad you brought up the Rockets and how he brought that up, because one of the reasons I wanted to bring up how he gave up $7 million, and I understand, he's rich as fuck. What's $7 million to him? Guess what? $7 million is still $7 million.
Yep. And
to him, to anybody, even a billionaire, it's still gonna, I want to say hurt, but you're gonna feel it. You know what I mean? That's a crib right there. That's a shopping spree if you want it to be. That's something.
I don't know, man. With inflation these days, man, I think you only could get a Big Mac with $7 million with how inflation's going.
And for me, the fact that he was willing to give up $7 million to get the fuck out of Houston, like, it says something. It says something, guys. And that's when I'm thinking, okay, maybe John's got a little chip on his shoulder. And I'm a big advocate of the chip on the shoulder technique, meaning like Michael Jordan. If you can make up a chip on your shoulder or find a chip on your shoulder to push you, and that's a strategy that works for you to motivate you, inspire you, push you, then by all means. And if Wall has that, then I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, all right, maybe we haven't seen it yet, but maybe you're on that level, not just physically but mentally, because as important as physical health has to be for him to play well in the NBA now, especially after everything he's gone through in the past few years, mental's got to be just as strong, if not stronger. And Clay used to talk about this a lot, actually, the past 2 years. And not only will Wall have that with the chip on the shoulder, like, yo, I gave up the $7 million, I came to LA, y'all, there's definitely people that either talk shit about him or even worse, aren't even talking about him no more. And I'm not gonna lie, Wall looks like somebody that likes to be talked about. He likes the attention, you know what I mean?
Shit, I don't blame him.
And then you combine him with two people that are stars, who I also feel like might come in this season with his chip on their shoulder. Kawhi, he's been gone for a minute now, and I've been a big advocate for Kawhi, but this is the first time where I'm like, I'm a little hesitant on if he still got it like that.
Of course
he
does.
I know he still got it, but do he got it like that? You know what I mean? Like that.
Look, the only thing I'm scared about Kawhi, man, that's nothing to do.
It's gonna be some joke.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. I've been feeling it lately. Or if you disagree, whatever. Fuck it.
Just get to it.
Yeah, get to the fucking point. My only concern with Kawhi, and it proved it, these past couple years, is that when this man finally retires, we are truly never going to hear from this man ever again.
For sure.
Never. That's it.
Only when he comes out for some New Balance press conferences and shit. Every once in a while, you gotta make a little bit more money.
For real.
Get a little bag.
Like, bro, it'll be to the point, man. It'll be breaking news in ESPN Sports Center. Be like, Kawhi came out for the first time.
Kawhi announces new shirt design.
No, not even, man. He came out for the first time in 3 months to go get the mail in his house. So you can helicopters going around his fucking house.
So Kawhi's gonna have that. Kawhi's gonna come out with hey, y'all know who I am. And don't forget, when he came into LA, him and New Balance were putting up billboards talking that shit.
Hey, they
were talking that shit.
New Balance stood there.
He wanted to take over.
New Balance is getting better, man.
Yeah. And now with the Lakers on the fringe and whatever, they got their own little mess going on.
Dumpster fire.
LA's up for the taking right now.
Yep.
And I know if Kawhi is healthy, he's gonna come for it. And lastly, PG's always got that chip on his shoulder, man. The fact that he came in and not last postseason, but postseason before that showed us that playoff P is a legit thing.
Prove my ass wrong.
Yeah. I was like, okay, playoff P is real.
Yep.
He shut everybody up.
Yep.
Imagine what he can do now. And he's probably still like, oh, y'all thought the Clippers were done? People want to talk shit about the Clippers? Hey, me, the boys, and Steve Ballmer, we're coming on your ass.
They just gotta stay healthy, man.
And Steve Ballmer's gonna do a fucking loads of lines this season.
Yeah, for real, man. I might join them as well, man. Fuck. For being the one being right about this.
Yo, Ballmer, if you want to invite us up to the suite at the Clippers Arena, crypto.com, or when you guys get done with that new arena, hey, we'll show up.
Hey, I'll take that, man.
Miami who?
Yeah.
Heat who?
Whoa, chill. I'm not gonna ditch my man like that. Nah.
Yeah, Ballmer's like, look, I'll sponsor BTV for so and so for this many years.
Hey, in that case, man, that just proves that everybody has a price. Anyways, guys, good to be back. Appreciate all the love and the hate. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Y'all think I'm delusional as fuck for saying that the Clippers are your NBA champions?
They're not making a championship.
Yeah,
they're not.
I think they are.
Their seeding for me is conference finals this season.
Conference finals, bro. Nah, man. Hold on. Besides the
There's
Warriors,
a lot of teams. We'll get to them. Guys, hit that sub. Hit that like. I'm not gonna tell you right now.
I'm only scared of the Warriors. Are you scared of the Suns?
You'll find out.
What?
And there's a couple other teams.
Yeah,
Milwaukee Bucks. No, I'm just kidding.
Bucks.
That's a joke because it's we're talking about the West, obviously. But yeah, just stay tuned, guys. We're gonna do all 30 teams before the season starts.
Anyways, guys.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all podcast streaming platforms. We'll catch you guys soon. For now, later.
Take care.